Hello again, everybody. It's me, Marcus, and I review stuff. Today I'm reviewing the song Man of the Year by Dance Gavin Dance. So, I've heard a little bit from this band so far. Eagle vs. Crows just wasn't it for me, man. Just didn't really enjoy it. Haven't listened to it since. But other songs like Inspire the Liars, I should say. Now that one was fire. I listen to that one pretty regularly. So high hopes going into this one. I've had a few people mention this song and say I should react to it. So again, this is Man of the Year. You'll have to pardon me. I still have my quarantine hair, quarantine beard in full effect here, as you can see. So no one comes here because I'm attractive. They come here to listen to me talk about music. So don't mind the hair. Just enjoy the music. Anyway, again, Dance Gavin Dance, Man of the Year. Let's listen. Oh, let me back up. There we go. Don't you gaze on others, pay no mind to hopeful lovers, promise to be faithful when you go. Don't be alarmed to discover siren songs can pull you under, promise to be faithful.
justify, don't sympathize with my meltdown. I don't need a friend, I'd rather keep it all to myself now. Cause it's hard enough to follow up the fears of my self-doubt. I had it all in the palm of my hand. Don't have the time to start over again. I had it all in the palm of my hand. Ran out of time, now it's over. I died through the heart of a demon. Shine a light on my kingdom. Portrait, placing over the pieces of you. Some slice straight through the
Yeah, that one was a lot more enjoyable than Eagle versus Crows. I'm sorry, it's just how I feel. That was a good one. There was it was a lot heavier in certain parts than I was expecting, which I actually really liked. I think that really worked towards its advantage. Really enjoyed the guitar throughout, and the drums also just created a nice heavier beat to it. So yeah, this was a good one. I like this one a lot. I'm excited to kind of break it down here. I wasn't listening in too closely to what they were saying, and it is kind of hard to understand what they're screaming sometimes too. But there were a few lines that did stick out, so I'm excited to go through these lyrics here. So it says, "Eyes down, don't you gaze on others, pay no mind to hopeful lovers, promise to be faithful when you go, 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 go. Don't be alarmed to discover, siren songs can pull you under, promise to be faithful when you go, 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 go. On the seas of mass temptation, keep your course of moderation, promise to be faithful when you go, 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 go. And if you prove a lying coward, feel the wrath of higher powers, promise to be faithful when you go, 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 go." So I think this sounds like something I've heard before as lyrically, as far as just like being a musician, being on the road, trying to balance having a family or what have you when you're still kind of out, doing your thing out on the road, touring and what have you. I think it's a pretty popular topic that a lot of artists cover because, hey, they kind of all go through it and they all see this very similar struggle. So I see that here in a few of the lines. Eyes down, don't you gaze on others. So like, keep your eyes down. Don't be tempted by other women or men or people or what have you. Pay no mind to hopeful lovers. Don't pay any mind to people who you could start a relationship with. Promise to be faithful when you go, 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 go. So to me, the go, 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 go is like I'm always on the road, always doing something, always recording, what have you, always working, basically. I'm never at home. I'm always on the go. Don't be alarmed to discover siren songs. Promise to be faithful. The seas of mass temptation. So when you're on the road, I feel like it was probably even worse back in the 80s and stuff with the hair metal, and you just heard stories of those dudes doing drugs and banging groupies and stuff. It was just like, there is a sea of mass temptation there when you're a big musician and a lot of people know you. Keep your course of moderation. So try not to fall off the deep end there. Promise to be faithful. Yeah, so that's kind of what I'm getting from this. So fade, writhe, crash, peel. I'm feeling it, the feel of it. The wheel can turn, the wick is lit. I feel like something before I feel like nothing. Crawling through the clouds that morph into mouths. Agree to be swallowed. Ignore being hollowed out. Facilitate the power trip. I like to watch you deal with it. Savor every little bit of knowledge you obtain. So it kind of sounds like here in this part, they're talking about perhaps the other person finding out the unfaithfulness happening on the road, but how they're kind of strangely okay with it. Some of you told me in the comments that John Mess, his lyrics are very much almost nonsensical in some ways. That trying to find meaning in it is sometimes pretty difficult, and I kind of agree. I feel like a lot of these words on the surface still kind of apply to what the song's about, but they are sort of written in a very nonsensical way. So I think this is still relating to that idea, but it is much harder to read and understand here in this section, I think. So then, don't you hurt me again, pride. Feed me, pride. Sorry, feed me, pride. I'm fiending. My mind and my body won't be able to take the pain. You can never ever diss on this dick. You can barely even write this shit. I'd rather you were dead. More. Give it more. Conejo? I don't know what that means. I'm assuming it's Spanish. Conejo used in context is a vulgar term for female genitalia. Oh, okay. I don't speak anything but English. Then lying, cheating, draining my patience away. Feed it pieces, make it sleepy. Again, not entirely sure what's happening in this part. But to me, it does sound like don't hurt me again. I wonder if this is the perspective of someone who is the one at home waiting for the musician to return, hoping they don't get cheated on or what have you. But yeah, I'm not entirely sure what's happening in this one. Eyes down, don't you gaze on others, pay no mind to vicious lovers. I think you're perfect, I'm worth it. Yeah, I deserve to be a servant when you go, 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 go. Act so blind to rediscover, siren songs can pull you under. I think you're perfect, I'm worth it. Yeah, I deserve to be a servant when you go, 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 go. Say I'm worth it, I'm your person, so well versed in I'll immerse you. Filled with regret, alone in the end, barely a man, I ran from every decision. So I wonder if maybe they use this excuse of always touring, always recording, what have you, as that sort of running from the decision. Not about to justify, don't sympathize with my meltdown. Not about to justify, don't sympathize with my meltdown. I don't need a friend. I'd rather keep it all to myself now because it's hard enough to follow up the fees of my self-doubt. I had it all in the palm of my hand, don't have the time to start over again. I had it all in the palm of my hand, ran out of time, now it's over again. So I think in this one, I think throughout the song they're talking about the unfaithfulness of being on the road, having temptation, what have you. The other person kind of finding out and saying, get out of my life, basically. Here in the bridge, Tillian is saying, like, I'm not asking for your sympathy. I'm not asking really for much. I just want you to understand that I kind of had what I wanted in the palm of my hand, and I threw it all away, and I don't really want to start over again, but this is kind of at the point that I'm at. Drive through the heart of a demon, shine a light on my kingdom portrait. Fly straight over the pieces of you, suck sludge straight through the straw, I need you. Fade, fade, again, fade, 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 into the grave. Interesting. Yeah, not entirely sure. Some of these lyrics, some of them I'm like, okay, I kind of get what they mean. Other ones I'm like, I really don't know. But I think it was fine. I think hopefully I was able to more or less get the message, kind of hit the nail on the head here. But lyrically, I think it's very interesting. I think they just have a way of writing that keeps me sort of entertained and interested in what they're saying, even when the lyrics seem to be a little bit on the nonsensical side. So I'll give it 2 thumbs up there. Why not? I think instrumentally there was a lot to appreciate here as well. Like I said, I really liked the guitar. They had these nice guitar riffs throughout. There was some little bit like guitar flourishes at certain parts. You could kind of hear behind the singing there, and it sounded really good. And so it was interesting. It was entertaining. I don't know if there was enough from the guitar to really keep me like coming back to this one specifically and say, oh man, I got to hear that guitar part again. But it was entertaining enough, and it was enough to really get me into the song. I really liked some of the heaviness throughout, especially when John Mess was doing his screaming. There were parts where I was, having listened to a couple of their songs, I knew that they can get a little heavy, but this one I feel like was a lot heavier than some of the songs I've heard from them, which I actually really liked. I kind of liked that they took it to that level. So that elevated it for me as well. I love Tillian's singing voice. I've mentioned that before. That's kind of a draw for me with this band, is I just love the way he sings. And then even John Mess, I love the way he screams out his part of the lyrics and the vocals there. So honestly, it was just well put together as a song. It was an enjoyable listen. I like the transitions. They do like to take you from like clean to heavy and kind of mix it up, and there were a few different styles, and then there was even a part where I guess Tillian was almost like screaming himself in his own kind of style. He was sort of screaming out his part, and there was a part where he was singing really fast, almost like a rap style, if you will, but it sounded really good. It was just a nice little change up there, really unexpected on my part. So a lot of fun stuff to have in this song. Like I said, my one maybe complaining is just not enough for me to hang on to with the guitar there, which I really love guitar, but I think it was still well put together, enjoyable. I give it 2 thumbs up. As far as replay value goes, I think this one will make the playlist. I said before, Eagle versus Crows did not. That one did not touch the playlist at all. This one will. I think it has some legs. I can get some plays there. Definitely in the workout playlist, I'll tell you that much. It's got that nice some heavy parts to it that are just really enjoyable. They belong in the workout playlist for sure. Really enjoyed that part. So it's got a little bit of replay value. I feel like I give it like a thumb and a half. The only reason I take away a little bit is it's just, to me, it's not interesting enough in some ways to really keep my attention forever. I feel like Inspire the Liars was sort of interesting enough where I'm like, okay, I'm listening to this again and again, and I really enjoy it. This one was good, but maybe not so interesting that I'm gonna want to listen to it all the time, but it's still gonna get some plays. It's still gonna have its time in the sun. So again, thumb and a half for replay value. I thought it was fine. So that's it. I like this one. Thank you guys for those who recommended it. If there's more like this in the same vein, I would love to hear them. So keep those requests coming. I actually do have quite a few requests for Dance Gavin Dance right now, so you'll definitely see them again on the channel in some capacity. So if you like the music, definitely go support the artists. Go listen to the music wherever you can. One place you can definitely find them is going to be in my Spotify playlist. It's got every single song I've listened to so far on my channel. It makes for a pretty good listen. It's got like a good 13 hours of music on it or something, so it's going to take you a full day to listen to it, but it's going to be a good time. And that's in the description below. I don't know if I mentioned that. If you want to support me, just all the normal stuff you do on YouTube, like and subscribe and comment. That's it from me, guys. Hope to see you in the next video. Hope you're staying safe and healthy.